Asante sana. Nataka sasa nikae hapo.
Ya sasa so ndio mwenyewe.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, who is now the CS Interior and National Government Coordination. And I also want to thank the PS, the senior staff here present. And you know, CS, we started in the same building.
Yes.
You know, you are my neighbor.
Yes.
And we used to joke and meet almost every day when I was in mining. Then you moved here, I moved to investment, and now I have taken over. So I want to announce officially that I have now taken over the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy, and Sports. And on this note, I want to thank His Excellency the President for the opportunity to serve our nation. If you look at the formation of the ministries and agencies, they have been derived from the national plan, which His Excellency the President committed to Kenyans. And every ministry and agency is helping the President to achieve the vision that Kenyans expect. And therefore, the long names that you find in some of the ministries, like the ones I have held before, they mean something. You know, and even here, when you're talking about youth affairs, creative economy, and sports, those three topics have a meaning, you know, in terms of how we can inspire the youth to realize their potential and to receive support from government to be able to realize. Therefore, as I take over, I want to thank the PS and the senior team, and also to congratulate my colleague Murkomen, and also Ababu Namwamba, who was here before, because of the solid foundation and the progressive momentum that they have put in this ministry. And as I take over, I want to say that I will work with all of you in your different portfolios to ensure that I provide the necessary leadership support to realize the mandate and the responsibilities that you have in your different portfolios. I'm very happy that in football we have realized the first reform in governance, and now we have a new leadership which has also been bestowed with a very big responsibility to ensure that this country becomes a football nation as it used to be in the 80s. I have no doubt of their leadership capabilities. I know they have all what it takes, and I will give all the support to ensure that this realization can be done in our country. I know CS right now we have a number of priorities which I'm very confident that Kenya is going to emerge as the best country. We'll be hosting CHAN in February, and we'll also be hosting AFCON, you know, in 2027. Hosting is also an opportunity not just to profile our country, but is also an opportunity to show our prowess in the region. And I'm sure we'll be working with the youth and all, you know, sports fraternity to ensure that Kenya can be in the map of the world when it comes to sports. I think the other issues are to do with the youth governance in the country, and that is why the Youth Council elections are very, very important, so that we can have an opportunity to organize youth across the country. And previously, when we used to have the old constitution, organizing youth was for lobbying and advocacy. But right now, our shift of focus is to organize youth so that they can realize their potential. And therefore, even though we are a Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports, the organization of youth from the grassroots to the national level should give us an opportunity to interact with all ministries, because within the youth constituency, we will have youth who would like to with their investments in business, and that will have an opportunity therefore to call in the Minister of Investment, the Minister of Cooperative and Medium Enterprises to support those youths who are doing those kind of initiatives. I know also there are a lot of innovations that on startups, and we'll have reason therefore to look at whether we could link them with industrialization funds so that they can be properly mentored, they can be properly incubated, to realize their potential. So I think what I'm saying is the new youth formation that we are looking for are youth who are going to identify their sectors, their skills that can also blend with government, and government can align, with the requirements and priorities that these youth can realize their potential. So even as we are talking about the youth elections, we'll be working together with my colleague to make it happen. We will also work with county governments, because they have a big when it comes to youth affairs and also matters sports. So we'll bring everybody on board, to ensure that now we move away from negative, motivations to positive inspiration for our young people in our country. And on this note, I will call on all of you, to work with us in that endeavor to ensure that we bring now our youth constituency into productive sectors, but also to ensure that we support them to realize their dreams and their potential. So I think for today I have taken over, but I will have other follow-up meetings with different sectors so that we can really understand the areas that we need to give immediate support. Yesterday, Waziri, we had a very fruitful meeting with my colleagues in Tanzania and Uganda. They actually chaired the virtual meeting, and we confirmed that the three countries, and Kenya in particular, will host CHAN without any challenges. And this morning we have visited Kasarani, we have visited Nyayo, and also the two training grounds, and also the other two training grounds, Ulinzi and also the police circle. And I'm confident that Kenya is going to host CHAN. And from now on, I want all of us to put our radar and our energies to ensure that CHAN is very successful. Not successful as in hosting, but our football colleagues should also prepare our team so that Harambee Stars, can emerge the best in that tournament. I'm happy Mapinduzi is going on in Zanzibar, the Mapinduzi Cup. We drew with Burkina Faso in the first match. I think that was a late equalizer. So we are following the event, Mr. President, because we are very keen, to see how we can make progress in Mapinduzi. And at some point, maybe we can go there to watch the match that Harambee Stars will be playing, especially in the finals, so that we can give them a morale. So with those many remarks, I have taken over. We'll be talking, many times to update Kenyans on what is happening in many respects. But I'm happy that we have a lot of infrastructure that is planned across the country to ensure that we provide facilities that are going to be very useful to nurture the talents of young people in our country. Asanteni sana, and I'm looking forward to work with each one of you to make the dream of our young people in the country a success. Asanteni sana. Asante.
Let's give our Cabinet Secretary a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
Another round of applause, please. We would like to end this short session.